Good morning. Hello, Kathy Hand. Hello, Pat Moss. Hello, Deirdre. Thank you all for sharing this. Happy Tuesday. Oh my gosh, it's Thankful Tuesday, isn't it? So, I didn't quite get all of the info up here, but let's share what we're grateful for. Here we go. And let's do some heart brain coherence this morning. Hand on the heart and slow down your breathing. Just breathe. Breathe in slowly, breathe out slowly. Add in some love. Y'all know that secret ingredient because this family is all about love. So again, breathe in the love and breathe out the love. Just let your heart know how happy you are, and then let that go to your brain. And then it's the heart to the mind to the divine. Just be grateful. I am. I'm grateful for every day that I wake up. I'm grateful to be alive. I'm grateful for all of you, all the blessings in my life, because that's what you are. You are a blessing in my life. Oh, Deirdre, it's so good to be back and good to be here with all of you and doing the cuppa. Good morning, Brookie and Dylan and sweet little Max. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Kathleen Caputo. And Kathy, I'm thankful that an ocular visual migraine only lasted a short while this morning. It's been a long time since you've had one. Well, I'm glad it's gone. So being grateful for that. And cheers, everyone. Let's bring a cup of something, whatever it is that you want to put in your cup, and let's add that secret ingredient of love to it and just watch that expand. Good morning, Catherine Kovacs. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you all in here. And how are you doing? Just do a little check-in. Let me know how you are. And one thing that you're grateful for. I have many things that I'm grateful for. And at the very top is all of you. You are my heart. I'm so blessed just to be with all of you. So again, cheers to you all. And there comes our Blue Jean. And Blue says, unfortunately, Dave started a big diesel machine outside the bedroom window. I had the fans on and awoke with a severe migraine and getting sick. I'm grateful for all of you on this summer of a stunner of a day. Oh, honey, well, let's get that gone. Don't want any migraines going on. Kathy Hand's already had one and got rid of hers, so let's get rid of yours. Auntie Jean, you are here. Good morning, Auntie Jean. I haven't looked at Messenger yet, so I don't know what's going on there. But I know what's going on here because I made coffee this morning and it's really good. So very happy to have my coffee. Oh, Kathleen Caputo, Mama Had a Bear. I'm so grateful to be here and grateful for you. Thank you for being in my life. Pat Moss, I'm grateful to be going to the nature reserve down the road. Husband wants to see a green rose-ringed parakeet. Oh, that sounds interesting. Maybe you can take a picture and share with us, Pat. I would love to see that. Deirdre, I'm in surgery limbo waiting for my sugar to come down. Grateful I'm able to get my sugar down and the reminder that EIWP. Absolutely. Good morning, Annie 7. Well, we are going to see you in perfect health, Deirdre. And I want you to know I've been using the magnesium spray at night, and what a difference that makes. My blood pressure has leveled out. It's totally normal now. And I tell you, there are certain things I swear by. Y'all know I do the elderberry and oil of oregano. I've been doing that, and adding in the magnesium spray to it, I think, is just an added little boost for my health to be tip top. So I do recommend that. You may have heard other people mention it, or you might have heard of it yourself, but magnesium spray at night, and spray it on the bottom of your feet or any place where you have joint aches or pains or muscle aches or pains. So now I feel like sometimes I need to just immerse my whole body in it. All right, so I'm so glad you all are here. I want to see what the angels had to say last night, because I don't remember. Let me see. Oh yeah. Last night they talked about embracing change. Boy, don't we know about that right now? We have so much change going on in the world. So what they said, or what I said first, was I love to learn. So I constantly research when I hear about something and I know nothing about it. For me, learning something new is not just about acquiring new skills or knowledge. It's about challenging myself and pushing the boundaries of what I think is possible. By expanding my skill set, I am not only investing in myself, but also achieving more confidence in what I share in the world. Dear angels, embracing change, learning something new, and expanding our perspectives are key to our growth as we go through this human experience. Sometimes the changes that come our way are not so easy to embrace. The world seems to be going through a lot of ups and downs currently, and we are trying to figure out how to find our balance amidst all the shifts. Dear ones, indeed there are many changes taking place in your world. The upheavals that are happening are for the best, even though it may not seem like it at the time you're going through the struggles. Don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone, challenge yourself, and open your mind to new possibilities and a new way to view what is happening. When you trust that there is a divine plan at play, it's easier to accept the changes you observe. Leave fear out of the equation and fall back on your faith that things are working out in divine order. The more you resist the change, the harder it will be to move forward. You are not stuck, nor do you need a rescuer. Simply breathe in the promises made by the psalmist that still holds true today. The Lord watches over you. The Lord is your shade at your right hand. The sun will not harm you by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord will keep you from all harm. He will watch over your life. The Lord will watch over your coming and going, both now and forevermore. Your angels, today I promise to trust that I am always protected and learn to renew my faith daily. And that's what it's all about, is faith and trust. And I know we don't want to hear that word, but it's the biggest word that we have sometimes. It's the thing that keeps us going forward and that moves us out of doubt and insecurity and fear. If we can just put our trust and the knowledge that we are taken care of. It might look kind of daunting at times. It might look like it's a huge struggle for us, but we got this. We got this. And that's their message to us. And Blue says, oh, if you want to know how old you are, go buy a new pickup truck. It has so many bells and whistles. Dave said he will never learn how to use them all. Dave's feeling grateful that the old truck saved him. There's a long story there, but Dave looked over his past decade and seems to have said goodbye to it and is moving on. Oh, well, congratulations on that new pickup truck. I can't wait to see it when I get up there, Blue Jean. Julie Kiss, good morning. And Andrea Gregg, good morning to you. Jean Lorio says, Gandhi said, live like you will die tomorrow and learn like you are going to live forever. That's my motto. Ron doesn't understand me. Well, that was actually the quote that I used, Auntie Jean. I didn't read that part. I'm sorry. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. Yeah, I love that. Good morning, Mary Crincoli. Thank you for being here. And Kathy Hand says, my mom always reads from the Psalms each morning. Yeah, the angels have really been drawing me to those Psalms for the last couple of nights when I sit with them and tune in to a message that they want for me. They're bringing my attention to what the psalmist had to say, because whatever you think about the scriptures and the holy books, they're there for us. They're there to help us understand more fully how to walk this life, how to live a closer walk with God as we do this walk. So I love the Psalms. There are so many that are so special to me and precious. And so I'm happy that they're having me share some of the ones that I think are really promises to us. That's what they've been guiding me toward. What are those promises that were made, and how can we hold faith and trust in what was told to us? So I'm so glad that your mom liked them as well. All right, so what does Kuan Yin have to say about all of this? Change. It's the only thing that we can count on in life, right? Everything's going to change. It does constantly. So why are we fighting against it? We know that there's changes happening always. And thank you, Blue Jean, for keeping us up to speed with all of the solar flares and the things that are happening from that level. But on the earth plane, it's always change. Every moment is different. We're not the same person we were yesterday, last week, last year, last decade, and we won't be the same in the next moment. We will have maybe learned something or understood something more fully, and so we are changing. And why do we fight it? Just embrace it. All right, so Kuan Yin says, an oasis of hope. The successes that seem impossible are all the more precious for their unlikelihood. These are reminders of divine power, the triumph of hope, of winning against the odds. Remember that life thrives, hidden even in the desert. Do not give up hope. Believe in the inevitability of your beautiful destiny. I love that. Believe. That goes right back to faith. Our belief system. We have to look at it because, like I said, we're always changing. Things are always changing. So if we look at what our beliefs are, then we can see, oh, maybe I don't believe a certain way anymore, or maybe I do, or maybe things have shifted for me and I want to look at what's possible. The angels always say, think outside the box, go outside your comfort zone and figure out what's there. What is it that I can learn from? Constantly learn. Open up a book or ask a question to Google about something. There are so many things I don't know. I've been a student my whole life. I love learning. I love figuring out new things. If somebody tells me about something that I don't know anything about, I'm going to find out everything I can about it. I'm not just going to take at face value what I'm told. I'm going to do the research, and I encourage all of us to do that. If there's something that you want to know more about, just ask. Ask Google or look in an encyclopedia. Do they still make those? I grew up on encyclopedias. That's what we had. That was our Google. We didn't have a keyboard where we could just go real quick, or a phone and say, hey, what's that? Or ask Siri, or what's the other one? Alexa. We didn't have any of that. We had our own devices of going to the encyclopedia or asking a teacher or asking somebody who might be wise in our world to explain things to us, our elders, talking to grandparents, talking to those who have lived a little longer than we have and have seen things. My parents went through the Depression. A lot of young people these days, they don't even know what the Depression was. They don't understand that. But my folks lived through it. And as we grew up, we, I guess, benefited is a good word from what they went through. We understood more about being frugal. We understood about not wasting and using every bit of everything that we had. We didn't just take a few bites of food and then dump the rest. We saved it and we ate it later. So it's things like that that were instilled in me from my parents because they went through that time of not having, and the time of poverty and the Depression. Deirdre, your mom was a Depression person and family too. Yeah, and when you go through something like that, you do try to instill it in others that, you know, there's ways of preserving our planet. We don't have to be totally wasteful with everything that we have. Hope Wellington Marshall. Oh, it's so good to see you here, Hope. And yes, I'm so glad that I'm back as well. Y'all can't imagine how hard it is not to be on here in the morning and to be surrounded by your love. I've had so much rest, Miss Hope. I don't think my body can rest anymore. It's it was a few weeks of just knocking me on my butt so that all I could do was rest. I could not do anything else. I couldn't get up. I couldn't do the normal things that I would do during the day. So yeah, my body's had plenty of time, an R&R, and able to recuperate from what I was struck down by. And Blue Jean says, interestingly, here is something new for me. Did you know that amethyst vibrates a bit higher than your brain at 528 megahertz, the vibration of love? I love amethyst. I have always been drawn to it. And the color purple, ever since I was a kid, I resonated with the color purple. And when I think I was a sophomore or a junior in high school, my parents actually let me paint my room purple. And and back then that wasn't a popular thing to do. We had white walls. That was it. That was basically the only color that you painted a room in a house. But I was a little rebel even back then, and I got my way, and they allowed me to paint my room purple. And also around that time, there was a song that was very popular, the one-eyed, one-eyed, one something purple people eater, and and I so related to that song. I think to me, I felt galactic energy in that song, and so I really related to it. But yeah, purple and amethyst, always been drawn to them. So thank you for sharing that bit of knowledge with us. And Blue says, Teri, be careful. Friends want you to be very cautious. Oh, I know. I have so many mothers. I do. I have so many people that want to tell me, how to take care of myself. I listen to the angels, and when they say, yep, it's okay to start Cuppa back up again, it's okay to do the blogs again, it's okay to travel again, I listen to them because I go to them for guidance. That's what they're there for. They are my guides. And between the angels and my spirit guides, yeah, I that's what I listen to. And I welcome other people's cautious energy and thank you for it. But I totally depend on the guidance of the angels. Bricky says, I'm so grateful for Mama P's health and all our P's bouncing back from various health issues. Oh, I know we had really good news about Ed yesterday, and he's doing better and better every day. So I know Marietta is thrilled about that and hoping to get him out of that hospital in just a few more days and get him back on sweet dreams and happy and healthy and singing his songs again. One-horned, thank you. One-eyed, one-horned, something purple people eater. Yeah, that was a fun song, wasn't it? Kathleen says, my grandfather lost a lot of money in the Depression, so he kept cash hidden in the house. He taught me that if you have 2 pennies, spend one, but save the other. Oh, that is great advice. For years now, I'm trying to think, it's probably been 11, 11 or 12 years, I carry a $2 bill in my wallet. And I was told, I don't know where I was told this or who told me, I think it might have even been from the magic, that if you carry a $2 bill in your purse and don't use it, never use it, you'll always have money. And it's so true. Ever since I started doing that, there's always been that $2 bill plus other bills in my wallet. So that's just something that I depend on. It's like, don't spend that last penny like your grandfather told you, Kathleen. I love that. Kathy Hand says, I remember going to restaurants with my parents and my mom taking the extra butters and jams and stashing them in her purse. Yeah, I used to go out to either lunch or dinner with my ex's grandmother, and she was the same way. Kathy, I know she went through the Depression as well. So yeah, the extra things they put on the table that are going to be trashed. They're not going to put them on another table for other people. They're going in the trash. So yeah, those extra little things. And she would even put like corn muffins, wrap it in a napkin and put it in her purse. So frugal, the more frugal you are, the more you're going to have, because that's your mindset then, to utilize everything that you have. Prachetta, good morning, good morning. Thank you for being here. Cheers. And I'm so happy to see all of you that are in here. Auntie Jean says, I wish I still had my encyclopedias. I wanted to say that I use my little angel book like the Psalms. I get inspiration every day. Yesterday, I read page 43, the very last one. So I hope we read it today. Well, I will do that. I will read page 43, the last message. And thank you, Auntie Jean, and everyone who picks up this little book and uses it the way the angels intended for it to be used, to bring inspiration, to give you something for your day. And yeah, I'm going to read that. Let's see. Kathleen Caputo says, when I got married, I painted our bedroom purple. I was surprised my husband didn't say anything negative about it. To this day, my bedroom has purple curtains and bedspread. I love that. We are so in sync, Kathleen. I just love it. And wow, haven't seen a $2 bill in years. Yep, I have one in my wallet. It stays there. It never goes anywhere. And, talk about protection, you guys. I had my wallet in my car. Usually I keep it in the console because when I stop for gas or whatever, I don't have to dig in my purse. I know exactly where it's at. Well, the angels, I know it was the angels, had me take it out of the console and put it in my purse before the break-in happened. So, wow, I can't even fathom what that would have been like to have lost my ID and any credit cards that might have money left on them to use. So they protected me from a lot of headache by telling me to put the wallet in my purse and it was inside the house and not in my car. I'm just so grateful for what I do have, and that's what I focus on now. And Ruth, Dr. Ruth Anderson gifted me with the leg massager that was taken, and I was able to use that last night and helping with the circulation in my legs, and my legs feel so happy this morning. So I'm very grateful for that. Oh, sweet Grayson, I love you so much. Thank you, Grayson, for your love and your prayers. And thank you for being you and being our little pea, our little sweet pea. Let's see, what did I miss? Kathy Han, muffins and rolls. Oh, when you go out to eat. Yes, the muffins and the rolls too. I gotcha. And Kathy has a couple of those $2 bills given to me, of course, by my parents. Well, carry one with you, Kathy, because that's what I was told. That was my understanding, and it's worked for over a decade for me to just have that with me and know that I'm never going to be without, that I'll always have money in my wallet. Okay, so page 43. Good morning, Joanne. Thank you for being here. And anybody else that wants a message, just type it in the comments. We've got a few minutes before we do our prayers. We wish you could hear what we hear as we observe your world. 8 billion hearts beating at the same time, the same energy contained within each one. It's the rhythm that has always existed, and you carry it with you every second of every day that you're alive. 8 billion hearts beating at the same time. Can you imagine? Have you ever listened to your own heartbeat through a stethoscope where you can really hear it clearly? And just imagine that expanded by 8 billion. Wow. I can imagine these angels being in awe and hearing that sound coming from our planet. I love that. Thank you, Auntie Jean, for sharing that message with us. Marietta, we were just talking about you and Ed is out of the hospital and back on the boat, and we are so grateful. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, God, and thank you for sharing that with us, Marietta, that Ed is out of that place where he can be himself now and get on with this thing called life and get back on sweet dreams, which is where his heart is. So I'm so glad. And we've been praying for him and lifting him up every day. So thank you for sharing that. Charlie, good morning to you. And Charlie wants us to read page 68, number 2. So let's go there. I think I need a bit of water before I read this. Let me just grab that. Alkaline water, that's the other message. Always fill your body full of alkaline, whether it's water or food or both. Keep the pH high inside of your body so that it can fight off things that it needs to fight. Because there's always something. There's always bugs and viruses and things that we need to be aware of. Oh, Kathy, I hope you have a great day at work. Love you so much. Okay, page 68, number 2, says, in the dance of life, remember that, like riding a bike, you find balance not in standing still, but in the joyous rhythmic movement forward on your spiritual journey. We can't stand still on our spiritual journey. We can't, because, as I said earlier, every moment we're different. Every moment we've heard somebody say something, we've read something, we've gone through some struggle or some challenge. So there's no standing still, just like riding a bike. You know, I used to ride motorcycles, and I remember a moment of panic when I forgot to put my feet down when I stopped at a traffic light and the bike was going. And so I had to quickly correct and put my feet on the ground. We can't just sit still on a bike, a motorcycle. We have to pay attention. So as we move forward, know what to do. And we know what to do by tuning in and asking for that guidance, asking for the help that we need. So thank you to those who chose messages for us from the tiny book this morning. Thank you to Kuan Yin for sharing the oasis of hope, which is what we can always count on, right? We count on those promises that are made to us by our spirit guides and by our angels and by God. Okay, Joanne, beautiful message and movement. Great reminder. You know, I went through a little bit of physical therapy for my knee after I had the injection back in, whenever that was, September, October. And the physical therapist said something that just really struck me. And he said, movement is life. Movement is life. So the more we can make ourselves move, sometimes it is an effort. Sometimes we have to really focus on moving our bodies, moving our minds, just having that forward momentum. Movement is life. I love that. Julie, so let's pray for your family who is going through, some of them going through the illness with COVID right now. So absolutely, Julie Kiss, we lift you up, and I'm praying for your protection that you don't get that. Deirdre, prayers for all humans, for Gaia and all who live on her back, world peace, attention to human trafficking, and support for parents of addicted children. Thank you. Thank you. It is our prayer time. So if you have something, go ahead and put it in the comments. And Auntie Jean says, Oh, wow, you can't just sit still on the bicycle of life either. You must move forward. Absolutely. Just envision that every moment you're riding a bicycle, every moment you're going forward and making changes and seeing different sceneries and different people and learning new things, right? And yeah, you can't sit still. Julie made chicken soup for them and left it on the door and hope they feel better. And maybe you can eat some of that chicken soup as a preventative and make sure you're doing the supplements, um, hopefully elderberry especially, and mullein, is that how you say it, Blue Jean? That the one that Blue told us about, and oil of oregano. I swear by these things, you guys. The rife frequency for COVID. It does have different ones for COVID. So, yeah, absolutely. Do everything you can for prevention because, we've got so many viruses going on in our world and bacteria and all kinds of things. And the more we can build ourselves up to a really good place physically, then we're in good shape. And even if something does happen, we're going to rise above it, just like how I rose above all the viruses that had infected my body. And here I am, that phoenix that rose up above it all. So thank you, thank you. Annie, you made homemade chicken noodle soup yesterday. Oh, awesome. All right, you guys. Well, it is prayer time. So continue. If you have anybody that you want to put in the comments, go ahead and type it in. Let's please remember Diana Beiersdorfer, Rebecca Braxis, Terry Wilderman. Continue to remember Ed as he gets stronger and stronger. And Kathy going through challenges, Deirdre going through the challenges that you are facing and lifting you up for complete and total health. And thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. So let's clear energy by going into our heart. Just breathe right into your heart center. Allow that love to flow into your heart from the divine. And release anything that's not for your best and highest good. Just letting it go. And then breathe in again a fresh new breath of love. Kuan Yin says love is the energy that heals. And Robin just came to mind. Oh, thank you, Annie. Yes, our Robin Waters Dykes can use all of our prayers, so let's pray for her and lift her up. Thank you for the prayers for me. I'm getting up there to that 100%, and I know it's because of the prayers and the love and the medicine of love that I have had doses of every day. So let's fill those who are in need right now with that same love energy and the same healing going forward. So breathe in love and release love. Breathe in light and see that light coming from the great central sun. See it expanding as it comes into your crown chakra. And let's do some clearing. Anything that's there that's unlike love, any kind of resistance, any insecurities, anything that's telling you that you are less than. Let's clear that out, letting it go and letting the only thing coming into your energy field be love and light. And let that now trickle down to your third eye, opening up your clairs, your intuition, letting you know how loved you are, feeling it, really feeling the essence of the love coming from everyone that's gathered here. And then breathing it back out to everyone. Going down now to the throat chakra, being able to express yourself, to express love, express joy, express peace, and not holding anything back, not swallowing your words, or not speaking up because of fear. We're releasing all of that and making you a clear channel for anything that you want to share from your heart. And going into the heart, feel that love, feel your heartbeat. If you place your hand on your heart, you can actually feel the heartbeat. So breathe it in, listen to that heartbeat, and add some gratitude in there. Just be grateful for this moment, grateful for the love that's coming into you from the divine, grateful for this family that loves each other so much. And then let that flow down to your solar plexus, the knowingness that you are worthy, that you are enough, that you are blessed. And then down to your solar plexus. That was the solar plexus. Down to the sacral chakra. Knowing that it's okay to have fun. It's okay to lighten up. It's okay to laugh. It's okay to be creative. It's okay to have feelings, to be sensual and sexual, and to enjoy everything about life. So just breathe that in. Take in all the energy of love into your sacral and let it flow down to the root, down into that place where we can be shaken by things that come our way if we allow, or we can ground into the earth energy and be strong and resilient. Know that we're taken care of, that every need is met, that everything is working perfectly. And now go down into that earth energy and let's give some gratitude and some love to our Earth Mother, our Mama Gaia, and just ask for peace to fall on this planet, that everyone who is listening or will listen is feeling that peace now that you've been receiving love all the way down throughout your body, throughout your chakras, and pouring that love down into the earth. Thank you to our Mama Gaia for taking care of us and for holding us and for meeting all of our needs. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now let's do that thank you, I love you to each other, because that's really the foundation for us. That is our root, is love. And we have so much to give, so much that we can share with each other. And we have our Leo, who sings us that wonderful Leo song as only he can do. So let me pull that up for us, and we'll share the love and the gratitude so we can get on with our day. Okay, here we go, here we go. Don't forget to help him at the end. And Catherine, I see your message for Fred and for your mom. Thank you, Julie Kiss. I love you. Deirdre, I see you in perfect health, Deirdre. Charlie, thank you for being here this morning. So much love to you. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you, Kathleen. Pat Moss, thank you. I love you. There we go, Marietta. Up, up, up to a higher plane where there is only love and light. Thank you, Charlie. Auntie Jean, love you so much. Thank you for being with us, and I hope you're feeling better. Annie and Grayson, we love you. This is the winning team. Team Peas. I'm taking all of you with me this coming week to the transplant games in Alabama. You're going to be my teammates. Full of joy. Accept, align, allow. Morning cuppa full of joy every day. Just start the day on the high five we call the AAA. Morning cuppa full of joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cuppa full of joy every day. Just start the day on the high five we call the AAA. Thank you, Brookie and Dylan and Sweet Max. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. All right, we're coming up to the end of the song. Who's going to help? Deirdre's helping. Woohoo! Charlie's helping. Woo! Thank you, thank you, thank you, Leo. Thank you, Peas. I love you all so much. Stay in your hearts and stay blessed. And if you haven't signed up for the retreat yet, it happens in October. So go ahead and get your registration done. It's on angelspeakers.com. Just go to the tab that says Awakening Spirit, because that's what's going to happen there. We've got so many great things planned. So come be with us October 18th through the 21st. And I love you. Can't wait to have a gathering of the peas. It's going to be amazing. So enjoy the rest of your day. I love you, love you, love you from the bottom of my heart. I wish only good and wonderful things for you on this day. And I'll see you later. Namaste.